Hey, it's Jesse. Today on the show, you know her from Varsity Blues, Heroes, and as Angela in the Paramount Plus series Landman, it's Ali Larter.
How did the locals react to you?
I mean, blase.
Really?
Yeah, because Idaho's cool. They don't care. Like, if
awesome.
I can shoot an elk, they would have been like, oh my God, you're the star of this town.
This is Dinner's on Me, and I'm your host, Jesse Tyler Ferguson. I'm sitting outside of Mastro's in Beverly Hills. I am having lunch with Ali here. We're going to go up to the roof. They have a beautiful rooftop here at Mastro's overlooking Beverly Hills. I wanted to bring her somewhere where a character like hers would come. She's big, she's confident, she's bold, and I feel like her character on Landman would not be shy about ordering the biggest steak on the menu and all the sides that come with it. Also, they say that everything is bigger in Texas, so I went ahead and I pre-ordered the seafood tower for us. It's about 2 feet tall and it comes with dried ice, so there you go. Okay, I'm gonna go in and let's get to the conversation.
How long are you in LA for?
So I'm here till Friday. We started with New York, jumped to the pond, Berlin, London, jumped to the pond back, LA, straight into Women in Film.
Berlin?
We've been everywhere. I can't. I never knew it would be international. I'm like, when did this happen?
Landman feels very American.
Very. And it's like an eye into West Texas. It's not even like, all of it's been such a surprise.
That's so exciting.
I mean, how it's like connected with people when it's really, it started with like the dangerous world of oil and the underbelly of it. And then I think that people they drop in with the family.
Yeah.
Like there's so many different tones and people in our show and different characters that, I don't know, it connected.
Okay, listen.
Grateful.
I know. I was a Yellowstone fan.
Okay.
I didn't get all the way through the series yet because there's so much to like, and then there's all these prequels and all this stuff. It's like a whole world.
Yes.
And so when I got season 2 of Landman, and so I was like, let me just start with the first episode of season 1 first, because I don't want to jump into season 2.
Yeah.
I became so invested.
Oh my gosh.
I'm now I'm so invested.
I'm so excited that
it's
you like
so
it.
good.
Thank you. That's such a compliment coming from you.
Wow.
And so you see our funny in the show. Like, I don't think the first season we knew we were going to be so funny. Then we okay, we got the joke and let's lean in this season.
It's very funny. I mean, some of the stuff that Billy Bob Thornton just throws away is
brilliant.
So, in the opening in the pilot episode when there's like this crazy accident that happens on the highway.
Yes.
And he's he's talking about like creating an easement around the devastation so he could still bring oil in and out.
Yes.
And they're like, well, we have to mark this off because there's dead bodies around. He's like, well, there's no dead bodies on this side.
Right.
And then he's like, burned up man over here.
I know.
And the way he delivers that, it's just so dry.
So dry.
And
he's
then,
such like a curmudgeon.
And then your character just oh my God.
I light him up. It's just like oil and water, 2 wrongs that make a right. Like, it's just like, who would have thought?
It's
not
so
I,
great.
It's like Taylor's writing is so spot on. But when we first read it, it was so much fighting and vitriol between us. Like, it was just like, it was much harsher.
Yeah.
And,
it was like Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf?
Kind of. Totally. Well, it's like Billy talks about it a lot. It's like with the work we've done, he thinks it's like it does come back to like an old Hollywood romance. Like the banter of it is like more of a throwback that we do. But we didn't want it to be that. So it was like, how do we take some of the scripts and really find ways to like push in the love, push in the history, push in the shared experiences, and then you do the work the first season, and then second season, you're like, everyone's just like well-oiled.
You do the work of even the pilot, because you're not in too much of the pilot. You're on FaceTime.
I don't come until 3. Yeah.
But you're on FaceTime videos. But even just, and part of it's, I can attribute to like the great writing, but a lot of it's just like chemistry amongst the actors, which you can't
explain
or buy or create. That's just something that happens.
Exactly.
But to create that is hard. And did you know Billy Bob before this?
I've never met him before. I remember the dinner that we sat down at. It was like immediately give me a martini. He's like ripping through Michelob Ultra and just smoking like a chimney. And I had Michelle there with me, and his wife Connie, and Tom, who's Billy's right hand, who's always with us. And it was kind of like two people dancing around a room for a little bit, like sniffing each other, you know? And then finally, you know, we kind of met in the middle and we just started talking. And he's so authentic. He's so real.
That's the vibe I get from him. I've met him very briefly, and that's the vibe I get.
It's his way. You know, he's not putting on airs for anybody.
Good afternoon, you
Hi.
two.
Hello.
It is so lovely to have you. Welcome to Mastro.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, you're very welcome. You are actually in our newest addition to our restaurant here, the Garden at the Penthouse. I love
Beautiful.
it. It's very nice.
It really
here.
is.
Yeah. So as far as starting you off this afternoon, did you want to do some iced water, or did you prefer bottled still or bottled sparkling?
What do you want?
You know, actually, regular water is
Okay,
fine
Beverly
for me,
Hills
but just
finest.
some lemon.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
thank you.
I'll do the same.
And then, are you interested in looking at maybe a cocktail list or having a glass of wine?
I'm not a huge day drinker, but catch
Okay.
me at 5, and I would have been. It's a little early for me.
Okay, fantastic. We do have Coke products, lemonade, strawberry
Thank you.
lemonade.
I'll do lemonade.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And how can I? Anything for you?
No, just water. I mean, we're gonna get into this food. I mean, I'm so excited to dine.
Is
I've
this-
prepared some great stuff.
I'm
A
thrilled.
seafood tower
I can't
coming.
wait.
What is that? What you call it?
It's killing me not to have like a chablis with it. I mean, the whole thing is killing me.
That's why
You're
I
catching
brought
me
it
a
just
week
in
too
case.
early, you know?
You have Fallon tonight. You cannot.
I know.
if
Kimmel. I'm
Kimmel,
like,
right,
I
yeah.
don't ever. Like, you know, but
Yeah.
as soon as that's over.
If it was Fallon, you could get wasted.
Yes.
Not on Kimmel.
Yeah,
Not on
no,
Kimmel.
right,
Not-
exactly.
That's going to be a post-Kimmel experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys. Yeah, so we'll go
Thank
through
you.
everything that you can expect, and we'll be right over with the beverages for you.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. That's so funny. I stopped drinking actually like a year ago.
Oh my gosh, do you feel
I miss
amazing?
it. I do, but I
I'm sure you
miss
just
it
are like so clear.
much.
Like it's like to get the burn off, you know, it's
I
like
know.
that's like the one part, but I bet you're sleeping like a dream.
I do sleep really well.
I mean, yeah.
Although my husband just sent me, sometimes I take melatonin.
Yeah.
And he sent me a thing about like how melatonin's bad for you.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're drinking alcohol every night. Like, don't send me a thing about melatonin.
No, forget it.
Like, give me my one thing.
Give it to me, but you gotta just do magnesium.
I know,
like
magnesium.
high doses. Like, you know, triple the dose.
Right.
You know,
I think
and
a
just
magnesium bath.
beautiful.
But I can't do that every night. That's a little excessive.
Yes,
Can you
but it's like
imagine?
it's also like it depends when you're working and like what you have to do to just like take care of yourself. And then the off time, you can kind of ease up on it all. You know, I just find like when I'm shooting 14-hour days or like just in the thrust of like the madness, I'm like whatever can get me through
Oh, for
just needs
sure.
to get me through.
For sure. You moved to Idaho during the pandemic, right?
Yes.
Like, I mean, you are someone who has a pretty well-known career, and people know you from
Yeah,
some
been doing this for a
pretty
long time.
iconic roles.
Long time.
Like, how did the locals react to you?
I mean,
they
blase.
cool? Really?
Yeah, because Idaho's cool. They don't care. Like if
awesome.
I can shoot an elk, they would have been like, "Oh my god,
Can
you're the
you?
star of this town." No, but that's not what it was. It was
Yeah.
really just. It was like a simple unfolding of like relationships naturally forming and knowing that also. We love being with our children. So a lot of the people that we spend time with are our children,
Family
the
people.
parents
Yeah.
of the children, because, you know, it's like we're not into just like doing like adult dinners, you know, like we love when the house is packed with families and
Same.
children are running around. So that's what we really saw there. And so and so we just did it. And then we fully committed, and I can't believe it's been 5 years, which is wild.
Yeah.
But I feel like because we made a choice that was authentic and true to us, that then positive things happened, in our lives. And it's like we made decisions for the right reasons.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like,
Yeah.
putting our kids first.
And you and Hayes have been together for
19 years.
That's
oh my gosh.
incredible.
It's crazy.
How did you two meet?
We worked together in Austin, and I had just come from living in New York. I spent a lot of my 20s in New York City.
Yes.
And I had just come back. I wasn't even really sure I was coming back, and I met him, and, Hayes is so funny, and he's such a light, and I get nervous, like, at the lunchtime, when you're on, like, your first set, just meeting the people, like, do you sit with the crew, do you sit with your cast, like,
Right.
usually I just, like, sit in my trailer and, like,
Right,
just,
same.
like, decompress.
Oh my God.
Come on!
Stop it.
I mean, you don't know me that well, but now I know, like, you've got my number. This is divine. Oh my
That's
gosh.
incredible.
Wow. What kind of oysters are they? Do you guys know? Are they kushis, kumamotos? What do we have?
Kushis.
Oh, I love kushis. Beautiful.
Yeah, so you have, like I said, beautiful spread here. So this is the shrimp cocktail. You have our house-made cocktail sauce underneath.
Beautiful.
The cushy oysters, which are my personal favorites as well.
Beautiful.
Then you've got that beautiful lobster cocktail that I mentioned, which is insane. Alaskan king crab legs. And then these are caper berries. I really love them.
Mm-hmm.
They're pickled. They're going to be very similar to an olive. So definitely suggest you try it. You have cocktail forks in the lemon wedges there, and then your sauces, your dipping sauces. So we have our Mastro's mustard sauce on your left. We have a mignonette, atomic horseradish, which is extremely spicy, but it's super good. And then our house-made cocktail sauce.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Shell
so
bucket to your point.
This is a meal in itself.
Thank you. I know, seriously.
You guys are in for a treat.
Thank you. Spit bucket.
Yeah, no. Genuinely. Please enjoy.
Beautiful.
Of course.
I mean, should we start with oysters?
Sure, let's start with an oyster. My God, I'm so excited.
Our little, these are crackers.
Start with something dainty.
Give me.
Oh, I have my own set of dippins.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus,
all right, let's
they don't
see.
go small
Oh, they're
here.
already loosened too. We can set them down.
Oh, good. Send them down. We can send them down. I'm gonna try some spicy.
Doesn't even need anything.
Really?
That was perfect.
Okay.
That was divine. I'm having one more. You can
That's
just tell
incredible.
they're so fresh. I mean, a bad oyster is
yeah.
the worst. All right, I'm gonna have this mignonette now and try this. That's mostly my go-to. Is a mignonette your go-to on the oyster? Or what
I
do you
love
like?
a horseradish. I love spice.
I love it too.
Yeah.
Sometimes I put a little horseradish on my mignonette. Maybe I'll do that. Just a
That's
just
delicious. Feel like champagne vinaigrette.
touch. You know, a lot of places do, like, there's one place in Texas that does, like, a Frank's hot sauce, like a little sorbet drop.
Yes, yeah.
It's, like, so
I've seen
good.
those.
It keeps it cold.
Very classy. So good. I think just the name Seafood Tower, though, sounds so aggressive to me.
It's true. It is the meal. It's like a celebratory thing,
Yeah.
right? I
Yeah.
mean, but this is kind of my dream dinner. You know, we spend our summers in Maine.
Oh, incredible.
So we are lobster
Why do you
people.
go there?
So Hayes grew up going there, and when I started dating him, he brought me there. And
Such a
you know,
incredible
we've
part of
gone
the
every
country.
year for 19 years. I just love it so much. I love Maine.
It's a great part of the world. We go to Provincetown a lot.
The Northeast. Woo! Atomic.
It's really spicy.
Got me.
It's very atomic.
Woo! It got me. I love it though. It like clears me out after all my freaking plane rides.
You're ready for a scene.
Seriously.
You're ready for a very serious scene.
That's the new trick.
Oh my God.
Get the Mastro's atomic with horseradish. Yum.
This is incredible. I've got to slow down. There's me
We
coming.
are going fast.
Yeah, I'm
All right, get
really
in
just
here.
housing this in Texas. Does Taylor have like some sort of like a ranch that he just brings everyone
he
to?
lives right outside of
Okay.
Fort Worth and Weatherford.
Okay.
That's his world, you know, because he's on horses in the morning. Like he kind of does this because he has to. He just wants to be with his horses, you know, and his world, and his son Gus and Nicole, and so they live their amazing life out there and traveling all the time. And you know, somehow he keeps like spitting out these like, you know, brilliant worlds that are so unique in their own way with all these amazing characters. And you know, they're down there. What he's done that I think is incredibly special is that because of the instability in our world, nobody knows what their next job is.
Yeah.
And because he's shooting so much in Fort Worth, a lot of our crew will roll from like Landman to the Lioness and have year-round jobs. And that's something that is just like a quality of life that you can give to the crew, which is a huge deal, you know, which is pretty cool.
To trust all those people and just know that you have your team around you.
Yeah.
Were you like looking to do another series, or because
this came out of the blue?
You're in Idaho.
Yeah.
You like admitted it's like, is this like going to be something that's bad for my career or good for my career? And then this comes up.
Pardon my interruption. Everything's
please.
tasting great.
It's so good.
Okay. So how can I prepare that Wagyu ribeye for you? Do you prefer medium rare, medium?
I'm going to go with whatever you would like.
I'm medium rare.
I mean, that sounds great.
So warm and red throughout all the way.
That sounds great.
Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it's too much, we'll start on the ends. So we were there, and it's like, you know, I was reading different projects, but, you know, you think about where we'd have to relocate.
Right.
If it's a 10-month-a-year network show.
Right.
And so this one, though, it was just like so prestigious, you know? I mean, Taylor's a genius and Billy is, I don't know, I think one of the best actors working in our industry.
Is,
So,
but Billy Bob doesn't like to reherse.
No.
So talk me through that because I'm a rehearser.
Okay.
Eric Stone Street also doesn't love to rehearse, but I'm from a theater background. And that's what I love to rehearse. I would rehearse for 10 weeks if I could.
Yeah.
How do you do with that?
It's the first time I've encountered that.
Okay.
You know, I did so much preparation for this character. You know, I've worked with Ivana Chubbuck for years, who's just like my partner in this. And I did all the work
your
before.
acting coach?
Yeah. I do a lot of the work in preparation so that when I'm there, it can go in any direction.
Okay.
Also, I work with like Jessica Drake every week on the accent because that's a big part of it because the accent is so specific to not only like Angela growing up in like West Texas, but like, you know, like Cammy who has like privileged background. Like there's like nuances within all these accents that really kind of show you a bit of who the character is. And Ainsley, who's grown up in the social media world, so she doesn't say the same thing certain ways. Like it's all very much done by the books of like what's real in those parts of the world and in Texas. So, you know, coming onto set, I mean, the first day it was like, the first scene I had was coming off the plane and walking, you know, surprising them. And it was, you know, 3 cameras. We have like a Batmobile circling around. You know, 300 people. Our crew is massive.
Yeah. Taylor's
on a megaphone. You know what I'm saying? Shouting at me. And all of a sudden, I'm up there in the plane waiting and I hear action. We do not block. There is no rehearsal. I have not heard these lines, okay, with him. Okay, I have worked them.
Yes.
And I just was like,
so you're rehearsing on camera, basically.
We're rehearsing on camera. And there's no blocking like you're hitting a spot. It was kind of like it was just finding it. And that's how it rolls. You know, there are moments now where we're definitely like doing a little bit of blocking, kind of walking through. But our camera people are extraordinary and they find us, you know, which is a very different thing for me. Thinking that I don't like if the shot's messed up, if I'm, you know, 6 inches to the left, like that's not what happens on our show. They find it and they're able to like zoom in, zoom out, which is also a fascinating thing because you can't play to how you think the scene's going to look or whether it's like, you know.
You don't know which camera's picking you up.
But is it like a tight, like I'm always like, tell me if you're coming in for like a really tight one versus, you know, like waist up. It's just, you can do different things.
It's so interesting that you're being like that comfort is being taken away from you in this process too.
Yes.
Like your normal tricks and are the things that you find comfort in. It's like that's you don't have access to any of that.
Yeah.
It's just
no, and you have to just be extraordinarily present. You know, and I think that
is this a Taylor thing or is this a Billy Bob Thornton?
This is very Billy and Taylor loves it because Taylor's just fast.
Got it.
Taylor's fast. He does 8-hour days when he's directing. You know, I mean, we're usually a 13-hour day. You know,
wow.
Billy just really despises if, you know, a rehearsal where something happens.
Right.
He's like, he just doesn't want anything to happen. He wants it all on camera, you know?
Manufactured, I
guess. And he does like 3 or 4 takes and then the man is out.
He's done.
He's done. He's dead end.
That's what Ed O'Neill would do. I remember when we started Modern Family and the girl who played my daughter was new to season 3. They cast her. So she was, you know, she's 5 years old, 4 years old, doing television.
Oh my gosh.
And, you know, we're doing things multiple times. And she's like, I just did this. Why do we have to do it again? And Ed O'Neill was like, yeah, agreed. We should move on.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, I mean, you have to have respect for other people's processes, you know? And it's like I could easily have reverence and respect for Billy because of his career. You know, so it's like I'm leading in to these people, and like Taylor, who's just an extraordinary screenwriter, you know, and a director, and it's like they have a vision. Let's go. And now it's like I'm right there with them as their sparring partner, and I think it's like changed me as an actor about what I'm capable of, and like you know the situations I can be put in, and what I know I need for myself. I never sacrifice, but how I think that you know you can throw me in with a pack of wolves and I'm going to find my way.
It's so exciting. I love it. Did you, I mean, when you started off your career, did you have aspirations to be like in this place? Did you, I mean, I think back to like when I was, you know, 13, 14 and started, you know, to work a little bit and like.
You were really young too.
I would say was doing theater though, and that's like all I really wanted to do.
Yeah.
Like,
Thank you.
you know, if I was like, if I could be in the ensemble of Into the Woods, I've made it. Like, I never like imagined these things for myself.
Yeah. Oh, that's
You
so
know?
beautiful.
You know?
You got there.
I did.
You did
I
it.
did.
So much
But, I
to
mean,
be
you
proud
started
of.
early.
But like, you know, it's just like, it's so rare, you know, like you can have incredible talent, but if you're not meeting the project at the right time, at the right moment, it doesn't unfold.
Right.
You know, I mean, I think probably the greatest actors aren't, you know, have never worked before.
I think about that all the time.
You
I was
know?
just talking about Betty Gilpin, actually. She's having this like incredible moment right now where she's like one of the most in-demand actresses ever. And she's been working her ass off for so long.
Right.
And I truly think she's like one of our greatest.
She was amazing in American Primeval.
Amazing. And Glow and like
Glow was incredible.
She's just really super talented. But now she's sort of like on everyone's list and everyone wants to work with her. And I'm like, oh, thank
exciting.
God. I mean, like she was always gonna work, but like she's having a real moment right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you were in the early part of your career and you were having these opportunities like in Varsity Blues and stuff, but did they feel like how did those moments feel to you? Did you feel like they were
I've always been
landmark
like,
moments?
I feel like growing up in New Jersey is just explains so much about me. You know, like I'm exit 4. My mom was driving me up the Jersey Turnpike through the Holland Tunnel, you know, for a go-see that lasted 10 minutes long.
Yes, go-sees.
It's just like, oh my gosh, just doing it, you know? And the thing with starting to go up to New York from, you know, this really, you know, simple, beautiful childhood I had was that I was starting to be exposed to everything that lit me up.
Yeah.
You know, artists, you know, fashion, architecture, you know, all of it. And being in that city, like that melting pot at that time in the 90s was so exciting. And walking those streets was such a big part of like me going, just looking around by myself and going, who do I want to be? How do I get here?
Yeah.
You know, how do I get here? And so much of it was like doing commercials. And I did do some acting classes when I was 13 and I was just put with older guys. You know, it was a real just turn off for me. You know, I've been in a lot of situations in my career and in my life that could have gone very awry. And, you know, it's just like I had to develop this toughness to be able to kind of survive the industry at a young age, from traveling to just go, you know, it's just like, it is what it is. You know, that just was part of being in the entertainment business. And there was like a toughness that came to me. But when the auditions started coming around, auditioning is really hard for me. I mean, even to this day, it's just like it's not something that comes naturally to me. It's not really acting to me. You're putting on a show for people. You're not in the moment with another actor, transcending space and time. You're performing, which you are good at.
But sometimes
I'm not.
But sometimes opposite a reader who's like giving you nothing. They're like, I feel like
Sitting in
a
room
cat.
with 20 people
a cat on
waiting.
a hot tin roof.
Yes. And it's really hard to be able to do that stuff. You know, it's like modeling, side
19.
hustle. Yeah, just paying your rent.
Okay.
Commercials, acting class, just like trying to find it. Kind of here, you know, I knew Amy Smart. I knew a bunch of different people. You know,
How'd you know
it was
Amy
just like
Smart?
scrappy. We were roommates in Milan
Incredible. Okay.
when we were 17. So when I came out here, she was the person I knew, and then the world just expands,
Gotcha.
you know,
Yes,
around
yes.
that. Which is so funny. I love her so much. She lives in Michigan now. I miss her that I don't get to see
She's
her.
so great.
You know?
Yeah.
Wait, what
Oh, I was at the Esquire story.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, I've told it so many times, I can't even remember.
No, I mean, it's like, it's funny. I just had to do this Wall Street Journal interview that took me down memory lane. And it's like, we've been doing this long enough.
Yeah.
You know, you
Yeah.
kind of like go back into all the pivotal moments. And I was cast by the photographer because he knew me. And was like, we need someone that is believable as like an ingenue. And it was really crazy because they wrote it about, you know, Hollywood's fixation on making it girls. And it was their big old joke, you know, on Hollywood, and Hollywood bit it. You know,
So they basically created a fake It Girl.
Yes.
And that was you.
Yes.
A different name. I know the
Yes.
name is Allegra, which
Yeah,
I
Allegra
think
Coleman.
is so random.
Yes, so random.
It's like an allergy pill.
Yeah.
And there was a whole backstory.
Yes. Deepak Chopra, David
these-
Schwimmer, pictures with him.
Right.
Like, they really made it look like it was a profile on this rising actress.
And you were just the model who was playing that actress.
100%.
And people bought it, and
I got a manager.
And you got a manager.
And then other doors opened, and that's like, all these things that have happened in my career. I didn't like stand there and go, should I walk through that door?
Right.
It was like I was charging through, like a bull in a china shop, my whole life.
Do you remember when that opportunity came? Like, okay, this is a job we want you to do. Like, do you remember what your thought process was? Was it like, this is
really
just another job?
Fun. No, it was really fun because I got to be incredibly expressive.
Right.
And even in all the pictures, it was like getting to play into that.
And was it a cover story?
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
So you're on the cover of Esquire, having really had you had anything?
No.
You hadn't done anything.
Hadn't done anything. Commercials.
Right. And here you are on the cover of Esquire as like the it girl, and everyone's looking at you and like wondering who you are, and wondering who Allegra is, really. And that's...
like if you really read it, right?
Okay.
Like if you read it,
yes, which I haven't done,
you would be like, Okay. But most people don't read it. They skim it. They see the cover. They flip through. They see some pictures. They have who's this girl?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like no one did their homework to be like, is David Schwab really dating this girl?
No, and then all the calls were happening, and then it led me to my manager, and then it led me into a lot of opportunities, and I started, getting auditions, and people would see me. That's so half the battle in our business. Yes. It's just getting in the room.
Absolutely.
And I remember one of my first auditions, within the first couple months, was for Chicago Suns, and I had to play a girl who was like psychosomatic. Okay, who could bleed out of her hand. Okay.
Okay.
And I remember, again, like one of the 6 auditions that day.
Uh-huh.
And going in and going like, I'm so sick of this shit. Like, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do it how I want to do it.
Yeah.
And I went into the room, there's 10 people, and I sat on the floor, and I just went there. And I fell into what I believed was happening. And it was one of the first moments I felt like I connected as myself to the character, and it was all of a sudden, it was alive, And that was my first role.
Wow.
Yeah. Was on that show. Do you remember that show?
I do. Yeah.
No, it was Chicago Hope.
Yeah. It was like a procedural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the first one. No makeup on, you know what I'm saying? Like just going in, and that's always been my dream. Like, it's like I end up playing these characters that are so, fancy and like all glam.
Yeah.
And you can see like in Final Destination, or it's like whenever I get a chance on Heroes, it's just like, where can I take it off? Like I don't want the makeup. I don't want to do that. Like what's interesting to me is a face.
Yeah.
And not having it look all done up. I mean, the age we're living now where everyone's freaking face tuned and filtered, and I'm just... I look at a lot of the women who are aging so beautifully and gracefully, and I just like, that's the path, Julianne Moore and Michelle Pfeiffer and Jessica Lange, and, really doing it the right way. Amanda Peet, like just doing it the right way.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm ready to do another series, because that thing I'm talking to you about, like getting to do a character and like parse out information and like really... live with a life of a character for a long time is really something I haven't done in a while, and I would like to do.
Yeah, I've only done it once before with Heroes, and with 2
different characters in
and then like a third. I mean, it went off the rails.
Right,
I was just like, what is going on here? Like, but you're committed, and so you have to like.
Though, I was fully on board with Heroes for the first few seasons.
Yeah.
It was great.
Well, Brian Fuller was great. We had like great directors coming in. Dave Semmel was amazing. Tim Crane wrote the first season. The first season was really special.
The first season was incredible.
But then it kind of, it falls apart. Success can be hard for a show too.
Yeah.
And success can be very hard for people to stay the line. Mm-hmm. To hold course and not go off the rails.
Huge ensemble too. I remember
huge.
Zachary Quinto and I have known each other for a very long time, and we were like hanging out at Akbar together. And this was before Modern Family.
Yeah.
And we were just like hanging out, and this right after Heroes started, and there was a big billboard with his face across from Akbar, which was like the place that we'd always hang out.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Night. I was like, you're having an incredible moment right now.
Yeah.
It's such a big moment for him.
Yes, huge moment for him.
Yeah.
And he was so good on the show.
So great.
And it kind of like launched him off to the next thing, and... it was a massive ensemble is always going to be hard. I mean, I think it was 12 or 13 of us.
12 or 13 of you, and also such an experiment. Like it was.
Yes.
Like conceptually.
Yeah.
Such an experiment.
Yeah, I mean, the pilot was so beautiful that Dave did, and I think that it it connected with people, like their desire and want to believe that there's more to us. That we do have something special inside of all of us, and that's why. Like I've done like some movies that have had that international kind of audience, but that was the first thing I was surprised by, a television show that really had that.
Yeah.
And we went all over the world with that show.
I mean, I remember. Yeah, I mean, like that cast everyone was so excited.
Yeah.
About you all.
Yeah. It was a special, special one. And so it's like when I think about this, the second season, how much even more delicious it is than the first.
Right.
And like a third, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and hopefully we'll get to do 2 or 3 more, or maybe 1 more, you just never know.
Right.
But the idea that what you've had is to be able to, continue to grow within the character and the story. I mean, our first season is only 10 days, so it's like the show is still small in the amount of time we've all been back together. So there is a lot of space left, for these stories to unfold.
Sure.
But who knows? I mean, this industry.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, while we're waiting for our meet, I want to hear a little bit about Legally Blonde.
Yeah.
Because it is one of my favorite films of all time.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
I mean, to be that era of like films, there were so many great movies that came out of that time, but like very few like have the staying power that film has.
Yeah.
I mean, they turned it to a Broadway musical. That's
crazy.
That's
right. I mean, it was, Mark Platt produced it. Robert Luketic is a brilliant director who directed it. I remember going through the casting process and really wanting to play this character because it just cracked me up that she went to jail for liposuction. I just thought that was so defining in who this woman was.
Yeah.
Like she was not going to let anyone take away, her vanity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like her little secrets. And I just thought it was so funny. And then it came together again, like you never know when it's going to have that fairy dust sprinkled on the top.
Yeah.
Thank you. And, Reese is extraordinary in it.
Yeah, she is.
The whole cast. Selma Blair I actually saw this week, which was so great.
Oh, I love her.
And she's amazing. And it's something that you show to your kids and then it
Yeah, what do you have your
makes
kids
you feel good. Yeah, yes.
watched it?
Yes. I mean, that's the one they can watch, Jesse.
It's
I mean, the other ones.
That's the one.
Yeah.
My God, look at that.
That's very exciting.
insane.
That is very exciting. We're going in.
Oh my God.
Pay you to have a
my
black
God.
truffle
Oh
mushroom
my
gnocchi.
gosh, beautiful.
Would you like
Thank
that?
you.
Of course.
Beautiful.
And I know earlier we were talking
Have
about
one of those mushrooms.
Yeah, of course. The middle
Yeah.
of the steak, so the plates are going to be
Okay.
extra hot, so you can you
Okay.
can cook up the steak a little bit. On
Okay,
the plate if you
great.
care for to do.
You can cook it
Beautiful.
up on
Thank
this
you.
Yeah.
plate.
And when you came in, we weren't originally going to have cream spinach, and you
my
came in
favorite.
and you mentioned, and I was like, Chef Walter, we have to do it. So
It's so gorgeous.
He actually
I
went
love
and prepared
cream
it for
spinach.
you
Thank
to make
you.
sure that we had it.
That is my most
Ollie.
favorite. I've been talking to my husband because I'm almost done press tour, and I go, this weekend it's steaks and cream spinach,
Yeah.
baby. That is my favorite.
Do you want any broccoli?
I'm going to stick with cream spinach
Okay.
now. That looks so good. Here, I'm giving those to you. Try a little nib. I live in the land of potatoes.
Oh yeah, you don't. Yep.
I'm not huge on the mashed, but I will try them.
I do love a mash.
I'm
Okay.
scared.
Okay.
Got this?
I'm good. It's not
Okay.
hot. It's not hot. Everyone.
Oh, that's totally just perfectly
Yeah.
cooked. This is perfect.
Yeah, it is great. Oh my gosh.
It's not even that rare. It's beautiful. Gorgeous.
Would you share
Bon
with me,
appetit.
bon appetit, your secret for a long marriage? I've just celebrated 12 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And how long together?
15.
That's real.
Yeah.
It's real. It always feels odd to talk about it because you're always like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're still
When
in
people
it.
ask me, like,
We're
I don't know
still
how to
in
answer
it.
it.
We're just still in it. And I think that I will say, my father, when we were getting married, was like, just remember, there won't just be long days, there can be long years, and to hold on.
Oh,
And I think
that's great
that,
advice.
it's not like romantic advice. It's more that, I'm in for it. I'm in for the journey with this man, I mean, it's his sense of humor that just holds us together.
It's nice having funny people.
It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
And my daughter is so funny.
Is she?
Oh my gosh, she's a riot, and the faces she does and the things she does, and she's got what he gave it to her. And it's just like, I love being in a house of laughter, and if I do get too intense or something, it's just like a joke is made, and I'm like, I want to, but then it kind of breaks, and
Yeah.
that's the gift of laughter,
Yeah. my 5-year-old is like displaying some real incredible comic timing recently, and I'm so impressed. We had, do you know who Pam Adlon is?
Yes, how do I know that?
She created Better Things. She's a really wonderful writer and actress, and very funny. She and Nathan Lane came over for dinner together.
Oh my gosh.
And they played brother and sister on Mid-Century Modern, which is a show that Ryan Murphy created for Hulu with Max Muchnick, and it was great. And at one point, my son Becca, Nathan Lane, just like, with kids, I'm not surprised. I've known him for a while, but like,
brilliant.
He's so brilliant. And he played, he was in Lion King. Like, you would think that like he would just have an affinity towards kids. No. He's like, you can just keep a distance. Like,
my gosh.
Your fingers are sticky.
I never would have thought that.
Yeah, and my son was like, Nathan, guess what I have? And he goes, he had something behind his back. And Nathan goes, hepatitis. And Becca's like, no, a car. But anyway, Pam Adlon.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
like,
little
overhead.
So Pam Adlon was sitting at the dinner table, and Becca was playing Uno with her. And she didn't understand the rules to Uno. So she was like, had this like very intense look on her face, and she was like really focusing. Oh, I gotta figure this out. And so she played with him for like 20 minutes or something. And then it was time for him to go to bed. And she's like, oh, Beckett, it was so nice meeting you. I had the greatest time with you. I had so much fun.
Yeah.
And Beckett goes, didn't look like you're having fun.
He's got it. You gave it to him.
We died. And it's been like a running joke. Like Pam, like thanked me for dinner. She's like, well, and I said, Pam, didn't look like you're having fun.
That was so funny. Ever. For the rest of her life, you got it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is like the biggest shrimp I've ever seen.
That is the biggest anything I've ever seen.
Life. Okay, here we go. It's like Herman or something. It's like it needs to be named. I'm like, this
it's
is
a comedy-sized shrimp.
Wow. Okay.
That's not a shrimp. That is a
right. It looks like a lobster.
Not even a prawn.
No.
How am I going to eat with Eric in 20 minutes?
I don't know. I do not know how you're doing that. I don't know how you're going to do it. I mean, you need to like power walk around Beverly Hills.
Yeah, I'm going to walk to Studio
digest.
City. Oh my God, I can do it.
Well, thank you for having me and feeding me.
Yeah,
Deliciousness.
This episode of Dinners on Me was recorded at Mastro's Steakhouse in Beverly Hills, California. Next week on Dinners on Me, you know him as, well, my husband, Cam, on Modern Family. It's Eric Stonestreet. We'll get into some of our favorite memories working together over 11 seasons, Eric's incredible attention to detail when it came to Fizbo the Clown, plus I get the inside scoop on his super secret wedding. It was so secret I didn't even know about it until just a few days before it happened. This is gonna be a fun one.